So it looks like this one's Dave and Buster's, which is like 16 tenders. I didn't even know they did this kind of stuff with the apps. So I will be picking that one up. They're auctioning off some stuff at Dave and Buster's right here. All right, so we're headed to Irving. It's kind of early.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
And we're gonna drop this one off this doorstep, turn everything off right now, and I'm gonna head back to South Lake area, see if I can get deeper past South Lake, maybe into like Roanoke area. All right, the road that I'm going to drop off is really kind of the last place my family and I had a rental home until we got moved back into this apartment complex. It was right down this road right here, off a road called Rochelle, and we lived there for about a year. It was a real nice time. I even wrote about it a little bit. I was going to write a book about it. Not a real long book, but just about the freedom of actually being an owner of a house, or at least we were renters, but it felt like we were owners. And it was a nice moment. David was a little kid. I think he was about 3 or 4. Elizabeth was 2 to 3. We left around that age. And then Gwendolyn was conceived down the road. And well, no, she was probably conceived at this rental home. But then when we, had her at the hospital, we brought her back to an apartment complex on Walnut Hill Lane. It's a nice little neighborhood right here in the kind of center of Irving, west side on West Rochelle. But this is the road, kind of brings back memories and stuff. This is the West Rochelle. We had some church friends that lived down the road. Actually, that's under that tree right there. It was one of our church friends lived there. I'm actually dropping off right by their house. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. So we're going to Cold Stone Creamery. I always think this is a good one because, it's ice cream. It's 90 degrees or 93 degrees outside right now. And it would keep it kind of in the area of like the South Lake neighborhood and stuff like that. But then the last one I got, it brought me like way out to Bedford, Euless or something. It was a long stretch for a little bit of ice cream. But we'll see. We'll see if we... I better stop here. This is South Lake Square. Bell. The Taco Bell. The guy handed me the bag and said, there's the rest of your 18 food items. Anyway, I'll be dropping this one off at someone's door. Looks like maybe an Oscar celebration Taco Bell moment. Right, Waze? Just like R2. Just like R2-D2. Just talk right over me sometimes. If you count the taco packets, it's actually 42 items. Well, we made it into the city of Hearst. All right, it could be this. Oh, wait a minute. Are the sprinklers on? We can see a rainbow in the sprinklers. Let's see. I think it probably is, knowing my luck. Alright. So, through the sprinklers. I think it is 48 items, and we're headed out. Many of my family are actually buried here in Colleyville. Grandpa, grandmas, great aunts, all kinds of people. There's a golf course right next door. Well, it's actually a golf range. Well, there's a family of cows, and they get people's attention. And there's methane gas, and they smell of retention. Oh, cow, why do you graze so much? Oh, cow. You get my... Oh, here comes a classic one right here. Classic truck guy with his family. All right, continue on. I like the advertise, I'm a wreck, but it's actually one of their best sandwiches. It's like turkey breast, smoked ham, roast beef, salami, and Swiss. Everything's so easy, I don't know what to do. Wow, another golf course for a backyard. Imagine that. Somewhere in South Lake. It's actually called the Highlands. Here's their tennis section area. Probably cost, I don't know, 10, 20, maybe $30 million. Probably more. I have to go around this roundabout right here with this family in the middle of the shrubbery. Because, you know, when you're rich and you've got a lot of money and you live in Tamaron, family, well, family's important. La 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 la. Plan to probably get a haircut tomorrow. I do like these white, like, looking tree things right here. Almost looks like cotton or like something like that. Snow on it or something. Anybody knows what that is, let me know. This is a nice little area. Now this is actually vlog worthy here. The road is called Continental. But the way it swoops down this way, and then it just kind of goes around there. That looks like something that'd be in a movie. I think so. And then it just kind of goes up this way. Doesn't it look like something that'd be in a movie? Well, I must be psychic. Going to Country Walk. See if that's Country Walk. Look at these right here. And these over here. Isn't that nice? Try to drive in here every day. I'm gonna go home and watch some TV. Let the delivery driver drop off dinner. La la la. So my grandma spent a short stint here. She was in her late retirement age. It might have been the neighboring one. It was basically this vicinity of the Keller area. It's an old retirement home. Yes, it was a place just like this one that my grandma stayed at. It was a short little stint before she went up to the big house in the sky. She stayed here for a while. And boy, let me tell you, she was a churchgoer. May have been this one to the left. It was one of the two. Watamir. Yes, she stayed here for a while. They'd meet her in the game room or in the entertainment room where they play music, jesting with a guitar. I don't know if it was this one or the other one. I think it might have been this one. It's a really nice one. Could have been this one over here. It may have been that one. I think it was probably the first one. So I'm actually singing Black Star. In the villa of Almond, in the villa of Almond, stands a solitary candle. Oh, oh, and the center of it all, your eyes. Anyway, Linda actually sent me a text message that the best supporting actress is coming up. And man, Waze was really off on this Papa John's that I was looking for. In the villa of Almond, in the villa of Almond, stands a solitary candle. Oh. Hey, right next to the bikers, there's Johnny Cash. So Linda reports the West Side Story chick. So it's 7:24 our time right now. So California would be like 5:24. And the West Side Story chick won. So I have to get that information. Supposedly that's what Linda's telling me. So if this is wrong, it's Linda's fault. West Side Story chick won. Supporting actress. I'm assuming she meant Rachel Zegler. Or Rachel Zegler. And then Linda said back, yeah, and she's... I'm not going to say what she said about her, but it was kind of mean. She's got to know Linda. She goes, yeah, and she's... So she must have made some kind of speech. That's all I have to say. I'm not going to really say the details. And there is the king himself, Elvis. And speaking of sound, Dune just won for sound. The new Dune. Not the old David Lynch one, but the 2021 Dune. The one for sound. They said that this year, Dune, the idea of it was to make it very real and not to use a whole lot of special effects. So best cinematography is Greg Fraser for Dune. This road right here is known as Bandit Trail. And if you're a big nut, you can go from the other direction and it feels kind of like you're jumping. If you're headed this way on this hill, and you go like really quick right about here, and you're hauling, it kind of feels like you're, you know, falling a little bit. Oh, in the center of it all, your eyes in the Villa of Almond, here in the Villa of Almond stands a solitary candle. Oh, oh, in the center of it all, your eyes. I just now found out that Dune won visual effects again. Oh my goodness, call David Lynch. Even though, you know, this is like the 2021, which is Novello, whatever his name is. He's the guy that directed. It was a different guy. Bello, oh, I'll look it up later. Oh, this is John McCain Road. Anyway, Dune is Dennis. So Dune is Dennis Villanueva, is how I'm pronouncing it. But he just won for 2 Oscars, visual effects and for sound. So Linda's been getting in touch with me and giving me I only asked her to do direction, best direction, and best actor and best picture. But she gave me a lot of them. Looks like Dune is taking home a lot of them. Dune looks good. I mean, it looks pretty good. It has a guy that played Thor in it. Dennis Villanueva, I think is how I'm pronouncing it. Interesting. There goes the train. Linda said there was a close-up of Cooper. My thing is there's 4 to 5 minimum close-ups of Cooper, Bradley Cooper, at the Oscars. I think it's part of his contract or something. Just, you know, these close-ups of Bradley. They should just do Oscars and then like a little box with just Bradley Cooper's headshot at the top. You know, it constantly scrolls throughout the whole thing. So just seeing a close-up of Bradley Cooper throughout the whole Oscars, the whole 3 hours. You know, why not? Might as well. Actually, to be honest, I heard recently they're going to change the name from Oscars to just the Cooper, you know. They're thinking about doing it in the next few years, sadly enough. But there's a debate to keep the old golden Hollywood tradition and just go ahead and just leave it with Oscars. There's a whole history behind the name Oscars, too. Some chick just sitting on her patio right there. I don't know if she's watching the Oscars, but it sounds like a soap opera or something. So Margaret Herrick, the executive secretary of the Motion Pictures of Academy Awards, thought the little Oscar reminded her of her uncle Oscar. That's one rumor. They used to call it the Golden Trophy. You know, Margaret Herrick was the executive secretary, Margaret Herrick, of the Academy of Motion Pictures of Arts and Science, had an uncle that looked like the statue, the Golden Trophy, they used to call it. And his name was Oscar. I love this little statue, this girl flying off and the kid reading the book.